Okay, and getting some more work done on this big block Chevy 4x4. Very serious motor. Did some more adjusting to the information for my new computer dyno program, and this thing's putting out about 525 foot-pounds of torque at very low RPM. The question is, are the rest of the parts of this vehicle going to put up with that? We'll see. There are lots of parts for that very serious 4x4. Been working on a number of things for it. Hydraulic lines for the brakes and for the transmission, running up to the cooler. Got headers, I've got pipes over there. As I get these things in, then I can put more parts in, but they've got to be put in the right order. I have accomplished a number of things here. The new master cylinder, a new booster in, brand new brake lines running down, and brand new stainless extra long lines so that when we jack the whole vehicle up, whether it's new springs or however we do it, the brakes are going to work. There's new calipers on here too, and I've cleaned up the hub because the wheels were rusted to it. I had to use a sledgehammer to get the wheels off the hubs on both sides. Apparently Chevrolet does not make the proper block mounts for the big block into this SquareBody anymore. I was to the Chevy dealer and I checked online everywhere I could. So I got the big block rubber mounts that bolt to the frame and modified the small block mounts to bolt to the block, but they put the mounts on a slightly different place on the frame. So I had to put the engine in, mark everything, take it out, drill it out, and put it back in. And now it's level and square. It's where it should be, and it will be fine. And it's got brand new motor mounts, which something with this much torque is going to need. Another problem was the transmission. The 700R4 automatic transmission that's used in this truck behind a 305 was never used behind a big block. So modifications had to be made there too. Starting with proper torque converter. Nobody makes one for the 11.5-inch flywheel. I ordered several. They told me they had it. They sent it, and I had to send them back. It's been a royal pain. But I finally got it squared away. And now this cover here is cast aluminum. It's quite heavy. Most dust covers for automatic transmissions are just thin stamped steel. But this has rods that are going to tie into the motor mounts. But this did not fit the big block. Of course, it pulls back to the transmission, but I had to make modifications up where it comes up to the crankshaft. Okay, here's a news flash that I just discovered. Big block headers do not drop down from the top. The collector is much too large to fit through there, so they come up from the bottom. Once they're close to being in place, I put 2 end bolts in because the gasket is slotted at each end and should then just drop in just like it was meant to do that. And once that's down, you can start the other bolts. Well, got the header on, the spark plug's backed in. All the bolts for the header are torqued down and they have lock nuts. But remember, anytime you put headers on, after it's run for a little while, everything gets warm, and then when it cools off, tighten them up again, retorque them so that they stay put. Otherwise, they'll slowly work their way out. Now this thing is making good progress. Everything clears over here. Still got a lot of work to do on the other side, running lines and wires. But I can't wait to get it done because I want to hear this thing fire up. Oh. Stay tuned because I'm going to post the results of the Desk Top Dyno, having plugged in all of the pertinent information.